Hey y'all, I am Iamdejahair here. Today I am coming to you with a tutorial. Today we are going to be doing a color tutorial. I have 3 bundles. No, I have 2 bundles and I have a closure. Right now, I know the vision that I want, so I'm about to just go ahead and do it. The first thing that you want gloves. Okay, if you know me, you know usually I don't wear no gloves, but I'm sick of burning my hands, so you need gloves, okay? Then you want to get you some foil. You can get the sheets or you can get the whole roll. Then you want to get you a comb. You want to get you a brush, okay? And then you want to go ahead and get you some bleach and developer. It does not matter the brand. You can get BW2 or you can get Quick Blue. The reason that I have 2 kinds is because I was running low on one. So I had to bring the other one. And we're going to be using 40 developer. So we're about to go ahead and get started. I do have a garbage bag on the floor. I am doing this on the floor. Usually when I color, I do get a little bit messy. So I also going to bring in a bowl. This bowl I use strictly for hair, okay? I use this strictly for hair. I tell y'all all the time, if you use something, keep it in your hair collection. Do not get it from the kitchen, okay? We're not doing that. Then you want to go ahead and get you some 30 developer. We're going to be using both 30 and 40. So we're about to go ahead and get started. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're about to go ahead and get started. All right, y'all. So right now I am just putting the 2 bundles over to the side because we are going to start with the closure. I'm getting my comb and I am just combing through the hair because I want to make sure that there are no tangles throughout the closure. After that, I get me some water and I am just damping the closure. I'm not getting it fully saturated, but I'm just damping it. Just make sure it's some type of water on there. After that, I'm going to go ahead and comb it out again. Then I'm going to grab a piece of foil and I'm going to lay it under the closure. After that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my comb and I'm going to make a thin part. You want to make sure that the part is straight and you want to make sure that it's thin. The first piece of hair that we part is going to be colored. So you want to go ahead and get your bleach. We are going to take a few scoops. So here is 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3 scoops, 4 scoops. You want to put that over to the side and then go ahead and grab your 40 developer. Usually I measure. Today I did not measure. Today I just eyeballed it. It is a little thick right now, so I did pour in some more. And you want to go ahead and spin that around until you look at the consistency. It's still going to be just a little bit thick. Right now I'm going to start bleaching the hair, but I am not starting directly at the roots. Now I noticed when I was bleaching the hair that it was still thick. I wanted it to stretch, so I put in more 40 developer so I can get a really thin, fine consistency. After that, I went ahead and started putting more of the bleach and the developer on the hair. Again, I did not start at the roots because I do not want blonde roots. I wanted to make it seem like it's coming out of the scalp. After that, I use my comb and I combed it through because I want to make sure that I did not miss a piece. After that, I went ahead and start coloring the hair again. Once I did that, I went ahead and folded the hair, get it out the way, and I'm going to go ahead and move to my next piece. For my next piece, I'm going to grab a thin section. You want to make sure that every section that you make, that the parting is about the same. Okay, you don't want to go thin, then thick, then thin, then thick. Now just keep everything the same. I'm going to cover that. It's like we're doing every other. We're coloring every other. So this piece, I'm putting it over to the side and I'm blocking it with foil because we are not using that. So I'm going to go in, grab another thin piece. This is the piece that we're going to color. Making sure that it's straight. And then I'm going to brush it out. So I want to make sure that there's no tangles. And then I'm just going to grab some water and just damp it. Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the bleach and developer on there. I'm making sure it's saturated. I'm covering it all. I'm still not starting at the roots because we do not want blonde roots. After I get enough color on there, I'm going to go ahead and comb it out. Just comb it out. You can start from the roots, start at the top, whoever you want to do. You're supposed to start at the roots, but just comb it out. It's thin, so it's not really going to get that tangled. But you want to comb it out because I just want to make sure that I'm not missing a spot. After that, I'm going to go ahead and color it again with the bleach and developer. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. Cover it the same way, left, right, and then just start folding. Now, when you fold it, you don't have to fold it all the way to the root because you don't want it to smear and go upwards towards the root. So you can leave some space. Now I'm grabbing another thin piece with my comb. Make sure that the part is straight and then it's the same size. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover that. I put the foil on the bottom this time and not the top. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover that up and get that out of the way. After that, I'm going to go ahead and grab another thin piece. You want to get you some foil and lay it down first. And then you want to start parting. Get you a thin piece. Make sure you're putting the foil directly right under the root, even though you're not starting at the root, but right under the root. And then go ahead and put the bleach and developer on the hair. Then you want to grab your comb and comb it through. After you comb it through, you want to go ahead and get some more bleach and developer and put it on the hair. I am going to brush it. You can brush it, comb it, whatever you want to do. It's just, you want to make sure that you don't see any black once you comb it. You want to make sure that every strand has some type of bleach and developer on there because we don't want patchy hair. We don't want that. I know the color that I want, and I want to make sure that every strand that I'm coloring is going to turn blonde. Okay. After that, you can go ahead and cover that up. Wipe your hands off if your hands are messy. Keep a paper towel near. And then you want to go ahead and grab your next piece. Your next piece, you know, we are not coloring this piece because we are doing every other. So for this piece, we are going to cover it. So go ahead and grab you some foil and cover it. You can just lay it on top and then just tuck the corners underneath. After that, after you don't see any hair exposed, you can go ahead and grab your next section. Again, you want to make sure that the part is straight. You don't want to take a diagonal part, a slanted part. You want a straight part because we want every side to be even. After you grab your part, go ahead, brush it out, comb it out. I brushed it out. And you want to grab you some foil and lay it underneath. Go ahead and start putting that bleach and developer on the hair. I am still not starting at the roots. If you want to start at the roots, you can, because this hair is in the back, so it's not really going to be that exposed. It's just depending on your parting. But I'm still leaving like an inch because I want it to look natural. So go ahead and paint that on, and then go ahead and just comb it or brush it. After you do that, you want to go ahead and get some bleach and developer and just color the hair again. After that, go ahead and fold it up, left, right, and fold it up. Now this is going to be our final piece. So just go ahead and split that in half. I did not want the last part to just be black hair. I wanted that to be blonde because that's what's going to be covering the tracks. So go ahead and split that into two. And then you're going to part it, make sure it's straight, and cover the hair. Now, since that part is covered and this is the last piece, you can just use that bottom piece and fold the hair once you finish. So just put on the bleach and developer, get it saturated, and then you're going to go ahead and brush that through. Once you brush it, go ahead and grab your bleach and developer and lay it on the hair. After that's on, you'll go ahead and fold it up. And we are done with the closure for now. So since we're done, we're going to go ahead and move to the bundles. We only started with one bundle at a time. So grab your first bundle. It's like we're weaving. You want to take one piece, skip a piece, go to the next piece, pull that out, skip the next piece, but take the next piece, pull that out, skip a piece, and grab the next piece. That's what we're doing, okay? Now take your little hands, comb through it, finger comb it, and split it in half. Grab you some bleach. That was 1, that was 2, this is 3, okay? And go ahead and grab your bleach and developer again and swirl that around. We still want the same consistency. We still want a thin consistency. We are still using 40. So just swirl that around until you see the consistency and you see that it's thin. Make sure you don't see any more powder. Make sure it's thin. Go ahead and comb it through. Grab you some foil. Lay 1/2 of the hair on the foil. Take you another piece of foil and put that foil under the other half of the hair. We're only going to be coloring 1/2 of the hair. Comb that through. I'm going to go ahead and damp it just like we did the closure and comb it through. After you comb it through, go ahead and start putting the bleach on. Bleach and developer. Just lay it on. Pick which side you're using. You're just going to pick the side that you pulled. And make sure you get that fully saturated. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. And then we're going to start brushing. As you see, when we're brushing, there's some black spaces on there that we didn't get. So as you are adding more bleach and developer, make sure that you are combing it through, because you want to make sure that you don't miss a piece. I did put some more developer in there because I was running low and I needed it to stretch. So go ahead and flip it upside down and get the other side, and as you can see, it's straight black, and we need to get that fully covered. We don't want to leave any type of black on the hair. So start putting the bleach and developer on the hair and comb that through just like we did the other side. Make sure you have one clean hand that's holding the opposite side, because we only want one side to be bleached. So comb that through. After you comb that through, you can go ahead and start putting more bleach and developer on the hair. Once you get that fully saturated, we're going to start going in between of the hair. When I say in between, you want to start from the bottom and start grabbing some thin sections. Okay? And start putting bleach on it, comb it through. We're just taking tiny thin sections, combing it and making sure that we're putting enough bleach and developer on there that it is saturated. After you finish that one piece, you want to move to the next piece. Okay, we're going piece by piece, and we're combing each piece, combing or brushing. You want to make sure that you are not missing a spot. Okay, piece by piece. Right now I'm using my hands. You don't have to use your hands. You can use whatever, but you want to make sure whatever method that you use, that you are getting this fully saturated with bleach and developer. Get you a small piece and start covering it. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. Massage it in. Do what you got to do. Comb that through, brush that through, get through the entire bundle. You want to go ahead and close it up. Okay, close it up. As you can see, it's already turning. The hair is already turning blonde. Okay, it didn't take long. You want to do the same thing. You want to grab the other bundle, pinch you off a corner, skip some, grab another piece, and then you want to pull that, skip a section, grab another piece. So we're doing every other. And then you're going to skip some, grab another piece. And do it again. After you have two sections in your hand, you want to go ahead and divide both. Then you want to grab you a piece of foil and lay it down. And you want to lay the hair on top of the foil. And you want to go ahead and start bleaching the hair. Go ahead and grab your bleach and developer. I am going to re-up, mix that together. Once you got the consistency that you want, I was going for a thin consistency. You want to go ahead and start putting it on the bundle. Now we are going to saturate the bundle very well, the same way just like we did the other bundle. You want to make sure that you don't leave any of the hair black. Okay, you want to cover all of the hair. After that, you want to go ahead and brush it through. Once you brush it, go ahead and start putting more of the bleach and developer on the hair. Then you want to go ahead and flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. You don't want to leave any hair black. So once it's fully saturated, you can go in piece by piece to make sure that the entire bundle is saturated. After that, the entire process is finished. Alright, so now since I have finished the bundles, I am going back over to my closure and I am checking the closure. So this is the first piece that we did. As you can see, the color turned out great, but I want to get it just a little bit brighter. So I'm just going back through it with my bleach and developer, and I'm going to put some more bleach and developer on there and close it back up. Okay, I am skipping the piece that we did not color and moving to the next piece that we did color. As you can see here, it looks great, but I am going to put more bleach and developer on the hair so we can just get it a little bit brighter. Once you saturate it with bleach and developer, go ahead and comb it out, brush it out, whatever. Comb it or brush it and put some more on there. After you saturate it, you want to go ahead and cover it up. Left, right, and fold it up. We're going to skip the next piece and we're going to just focus on the piece that we covered. So once you grab your next piece, you want to go ahead and open up the foil and you want to get some bleach and developer and go ahead and just start putting it on the hair. We want to get it saturated. Once you get that saturated, you can go ahead and cover it up. Now we are on our last piece. Bring that forward and just repeat the same steps. This piece right here colored really good, especially since this was the last piece that we covered. It got just as bright as the front. So you want to do the same steps. Grab your bleach and developer and just start working it in the hair. Now we are on the bundle. We're doing the same thing with the bundle. This bundle got really bright and it's only been maybe 15 minutes, I want to say. It was definitely less than 20 minutes for sure. But this bundle got really bright, okay? So we're just repeating the same steps. We're just going to go ahead and get the bleach and developer and just start saturating the bundle. We want to put it all on top. Get that fully saturated. After that, we want to start going in between because we want to make sure that what we're trying to get light, everything gets relight. So just make sure that we are covering it all and go ahead and turn it around. So just flip it around and do the same thing. Put all the bleach and developer on the hair. Brush it through. Make sure that the bleach and developer is getting all throughout the hair. After that, we're going to just go in between and then we're just going to cover it up and move to the next bundle. All right, so now I'm going to work on our last bundle. It is not finished yet, as you can see, but I'm just going to go ahead and bleach it. So go ahead and get you some bleach and developer and just put it on there. Go ahead and just saturate it. And then you want to flip it over and go in between and make sure that you get that really saturated with the bleach and developer. After you do that, you want to go ahead and cover it back up so it can finish processing. This one is still processing, but I did go ahead and put more bleach and developer on there. After this is complete, I did let it sit for about an hour, I would say 45 minutes, and this is how it turned out. This is how it turned out. It turned out really bright. This is the the closure. Now I did bleach the knots also on the closure after I re-bleached the last bundle. And I let that sit on for about 15-20 minutes. And then I just started taking all the foil off like I'm doing now. And washed it. And that is how we got this color.